On May 19th, 1845, English explorer John Franklin began what would be his final voyage. After a large-scale expedition of the Arctic Peninsula, England sent out a third expedition to map out the remainder of the Northwest Passage. At 59 years old, Sir John Franklin accepted the invitation to finish the expedition, along with Commander James Fitzjames and Captain Francis Crozier, as well as a crew of 24 officers and 110 personnel. The ships used in the voyage were the Erebus and the Terror, two well-equipped and sturdy vessels with steam-powered engines. The expedition began on May 19th, 1845, when both ships left Green Height and sailed north. After 2 years without word, Franklin's wife urged for a search party, which was organized 1 more year later, as it was determined that the ships carried 3 years' worth of supplies with them. Several British and American search parties were organized, some of which disappeared while looking for the missing ships, but none were successful. By 1850, some search parties began to find signs of the lost expedition along Beechey Island, such as the graves of some fallen crew members. It was still believed that Franklin was still alive. However, in 1854, Scottish explorer John Rae reported that he had spoken with Inuit hunters in the Boothia Peninsula, who told that Franklin's ships had become trapped in ice, and the crew, attempting to find shelter on foot, had succumbed to cold and even cannibalism. Rae's report was rejected and shamed while searches continued. However, after future investigations, it was determined that Rae's report was correct. Additional evidence suggests that much of the crew died from pneumonia and tuberculosis, as well as lead poisoning, likely the result of poorly packed food and water in lead cans. Franklin is believed to have died in July of 1847. However, his gravesite remains unknown.